You don't suffer because life is hard. You suffer because you believe you should be in control. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, yet lived surrounded by betrayal, war, disease, and chaos. And still, he found peace. Not by controlling life, but by mastering one thing most people never will: your mind. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why letting go is the ultimate form of power. Welcome back to the Stoic Journal, where ancient wisdom sharpens the modern mind. If you're new here, subscribe now, because what you're about to hear isn't motivation, it's mental armor. Today, we're uncovering the Stoic art of letting things happen, and why resisting life is what quietly destroys most people. Don't skip a second of this video. One idea here could permanently change how you experience life. The Stoics lived by one brutal truth: some things are up to you, and most things are not. You cannot control other people, outcomes, the past, or fate. But you always control your thoughts, your judgments, and your response. This is the great Stoic divide: the chaos of the world versus the order you can create in your mind. Most people spend their lives trying to change what they can't, and it breaks them. The Stoic, however, focuses their energy on the one fortress they can defend: their inner world. This isn't about being passive, it's about being strategic. By accepting what's outside your power, you unlock all the energy you need to master what's inside it. That is where true strength lies. Marcus Aurelius said it plainly: the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Not your circumstances, not your status, not your luck, your inner dialogue. One unchecked thought can poison an entire day. One disciplined thought can save a lifetime. This is where Stoicism begins. Most people believe thoughts just happen to them, like weather. The Stoics knew better. They treated thoughts like tools, or even weapons, to be sharpened, examined, and corrected daily. A negative thought doesn't stay small. It spreads like a virus into your mood, your behavior, and eventually, your identity. But a single strong, rational thought can pull you out of the deepest despair. That's why Stoics practiced evening reflection. Each night, they asked themselves, what did I do well? Where did I lose control of my mind? What will I improve tomorrow? They weren't doing this to judge themselves, but to train the mind like a disciplined soldier, ready for the next day's battle. So, what is the most dangerous lie your mind tells you? It's this: you mistake your judgments for reality. You think, this is bad, I failed, or this shouldn't have happened. But these are not facts, they are stories you tell yourself. Marcus Aurelius warned against this very trap. It is not this that is misfortune, but to bear it worthily is good fortune. The event itself isn't the problem. Your interpretation is. Think about it. Two people face the exact same hardship. One of them collapses in despair, while the other grows stronger, more resilient. What's the difference? It's not the event. It's their thoughts about the event. The first person sees a wall. The second sees a stepping stone. This is the fundamental shift that changes everything. Once you realize your suffering comes from your judgment, not the thing itself, you gain the power to change your entire experience of life. This leads us to the practical Stoic method for transformation. Stoicism doesn't ask you to suppress your emotions or pretend you don't feel pain. It asks you to question your thoughts. When a negative thought appears, put it on trial. Ask it: is this a fact, or is this just fear speaking? Is this situation permanent, or is it temporary? Is this thought useful, or is it destructive? Then, you reframe it. Instead of thinking, I failed, you think, I learned something painful, but useful. Instead of, this ruined everything, you think, this is an opportunity to practice my resilience. This is sharpening me. This isn't about fake positivity, it's about mental sovereignty. You are taking command of your mind, refusing to let it be ruled by automatic, unexamined reactions. You become the editor of your own story. The Stoics had a powerful technique for this, a kind of mental edge. It's called Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by expecting difficulty. He would say to himself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant. This wasn't pessimism, it was preparation. It's just like a fire drill. A fire drill doesn't mean you want a fire. It means you'll be calm and effective if one happens. By rehearsing challenges in your mind before they arrive, you strip them of their power to shock you. When hardship comes, you're not caught off guard. You're ready. You've already thought through your response. You can meet chaos with a calm mind, because in a way, you've been there before. This simple practice turns anxiety about the future into a training ground for strength. In all this training and preparation, what is the ultimate prize? Marcus Aurelius said it best. Give yourself a gift, the present moment. The past is untouchable. The future is uncertain. But right now, this very moment is yours. Stoicism teaches presence not as an escape, but as the ultimate form of power. When you stop fighting what is, when you stop wishing things were different, you gain an incredible sense of peace. You find mindfulness. You find focus. You gain the ability to do ordinary tasks with extraordinary excellence. That is how the great Stoics found calm in the middle of chaos. They weren't living in a perfect world. They were perfectly present in an imperfect one. The present moment is the only place where you have true agency, where you can apply your reason and your will. And what is the fuel for this presence? The Stoic antidote to so much of our suffering is gratitude. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, what a precious privilege it is to be alive. Think about that. Not just to be happy or successful, but simply to be alive. Gratitude is not a soft, weak emotion. It is a weapon of perspective. It dissolves envy. It softens resentment. It strengthens your resilience. When you genuinely appreciate life as it is, you stop begging it to be different. You stop feeling entitled to a life without problems. And suddenly, in that acceptance, you are free. You find wealth not in having more, but in wanting less. This simple shift in focus from what's missing to what's present is one of the most powerful Stoic practices of all. So here is the final Stoic truth. Stoicism is not about passivity. It is about mastery. You don't control life, but you can control who you become within it. Let life happen, the good, the bad, the unpredictable, but meet it with discipline, with gratitude, and with an unbreakable inner strength. That is the Stoic way. If this video sharpened your mind even slightly, subscribe now. This channel isn't for everyone. It's for those who want emotional control, inner strength, and mental clarity in the middle of chaos. Like this video, and share it with someone who needs to find calm in their storm. And always remember, the world may be unpredictable, but your mind doesn't have to be.